Hi, this is Dave. It is February 6, 2016, and I want to walk through real quick using some global variables, just making some points for the pages, and then we're going to jump straight into typography, and you'll see how all this goes together. Okay, real quick, if I go to pages, all right, and I decide to edit a page, okay, we're kind of covering this before. You can have a page with a menu link or without a menu link, just going to link to it somewhere else. Or if you're literally not going to have a page, you just want a link that goes somewhere, whether it's inside the site or outside the site, we call it an external page link. That means it's not going to have a page of its own, it's going to link somewhere else. And if you wonder how that works, give it a name, okay? And maybe you're linking through to, I don't know. It can be anything. It can be webcams, tables, whatever you want. Partners, who knows? And it can be a list of, or a blog, or forums, or whatever you want. So let's say blog. Okay. And my blog, the idea is my blog is not on this website. It's off the website, somewhere else. For example, could be on my website. Either way, I could use this page to get to it. All right, so the parent page, the item's going to be blog. Do I want it in the root or underneath something like underneath contact or partners or further reading or related topics? Well, okay, I'm going to leave in the root page in this case, and I'll give it a name. So, and I can't do it with the menu or with the main page, of course, because you can't change the name index if it's a main page. So let me actually do something else. Let me go to some other page. All right, now let me say that was external page link, and I'm going to call it blog. I want it in the root page, and I'm going to give the whole URL in this case because it's actually going to leave the website. So who knows? Maybe I want to go to moji-crew.com. There's no such thing as showing a sidebar or modules because there is no page. So ignore all that. Ignore the sidebar, the modules, the friendly fields. Ignore it, and hit update. Okay. Well, in this case, refresh. Right there it is. If I click it, it leaves. It goes somewhere completely different. Okay, just to let you know. All right, real quick, SEO. Usually you don't want your main menu links to all leave the website. That's not really good. Google doesn't like it. One, Google can understand that. Don't have every single page go somewhere else. It's not good. Google doesn't really like that. You can experiment all you want. Just word to the wise. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let me change it back because it's not what I want. By the way, what could I have done? What else could I do? I could copy pages I like, classic, and I'm just going to call it classic actually because it's going to be on this website. Classic. All right, here we go. Normal page with the menu link, classic, root page, so on. Show the sidebar, yeah, sure. There could be a contact us link if I wanted to. And if I want to do that, or even the testimonials, like if I want to do that, I got to put the right coding in here somewhere, right? Testimonials. I mean, I may as well do it now, but I'll just wind up writing around it. Okay, like if I want to call it review, then that would be all I have on the page, because it's basically it. It's going to be reviews. Okay, and I can call it whatever I want. Classic countertops. In the description, we have your best classic countertops here, whatever it is. Okay, so if I want to see what that looks like, there's my classic, and if I go, okay, there it is. Now what I really do is just made reviews. It doesn't make sense. I should have called the name review, and then I happen to have the form for submit your own testimonials. So that's what I did with the testimonials module. Put in whatever testimonials I had, and then it puts in the form for add your own. Now, when people add their own, it won't just add right away. You log into your panel and you moderate testimonials. Where do they show up? Because you'll get notified if you get a testimonial, right? If somebody fills it out, you'll be notified and you can go check it out under testimonials and you can see if you like it. It'll be some new testimonial here and it'll be disabled. If you want to enable it because you like it, you click on it to read it, because you can click on these to read them and check out the information. Then if you want to enable it, just flip it. You can enable to disable, to enable, just like that. If you want to change the order, whoops, yeah, you should be able to change the order. And if not, that's because no one has cared about it long enough or in quite a while. So I'd have to re-enable that. Let me know if it's an issue for you. All right, you can delete testimonials if you want. You can add new ones manually. You can save the sorting normally when you rearrange them. But there you go. Okay, and by the way, if you just want to do it real quick, you're like they're in the wrong order, then what can you do? You can literally copy one of these and paste it in to get it in new, and then that way you'll have it on the other end of the list. That kind of thing, if it was actually an issue. Okay, all right, so let me go back to pages real quick. Okay, I want to go to modern. I want to get my point about it, and I also want to paste it into classic, and I want to do that instead of the testimonials. Control V. I just have a testimonials page if I wanted that. All right, so now let me point something out. If you look at the top of the page up in here, it's saying the name of the page, whatever we wanted for our SEO friendly fields, really, and then this pipe with some other word. What is that? That's supposed to be the company name or the website title. So how do we deal with it? Web Content Manager, let's go to home page, say that's what that one is, home. Okay, so we look down, it just says home here. It's not very useful for SEO purposes. We want some better title. And along with that, it says this kitchen's plan. Where's it getting that from? Well, it's getting it from here. If I go to global settings, it's getting it from the website title. Except the website title is getting it from the global variables. So I am going to go to the global variables to update the website title. So it's no longer going to say that. We're going to say something else. Let's say granite countertops. All right. And while that's happening, I'm going to, and it's done, I'm going to go back, and I don't want it to say home either. I want to say something else that can go with granite countertops. Best rated in area, whatever it is I want to make. Whoops, let me just go back to the pages actually. Whatever it is I would like to make it say instead of home, Staten Island, best supplier, who knows? Suppliers. And then I'll have some description down here. And it'll be something like, we are your best suppliers, that kind of thing. Let me update it. Okay. And then when I go and refresh, as soon as it's done doing its thing, I'm going to refresh. Look at that. Staten Island suppliers, granite countertops, and that's what's going to show up on Google as well. So that looks a whole lot better, right? A whole lot stronger for Google. So what do? You make sure that all of your pages say something related to the topic, and just know that they're all going to end with that pipe and then whatever the name is. Okay, it's not that anymore. Yeah, pipe and whatever the name is. So if I have, if I do classic, okay, I can open classic, and I can say classic countertops, got it. And so if I open that page by itself, I'll see classic countertops, granite countertops, right? Staten Island countertops, countertops are us. Whatever it is that we want to call it, the website title, it could be the name of the company. If it's Richmond Granite, then call it Richmond Granite. And that's what will happen. It'll say classic countertops pipe, Richmond Granite, or the name of the company, whatever it is, or Staten Island Granite, whatever it is that makes sense there. Okay, so that's the idea of pages. And what do we want to say about that now? We wanted to say typography controls. That's right. Here we go. Close other tabs. Here's what I want to say. Say we get into our topics and we just have them, whoops, we're trying to write the content onto the pages for the very first time. Okay, fine. We added a page, we gave it a menu, decided where it goes in the menu, gave it a name, sidebar yes or no, time to write something in here. We might go and copy it from somewhere else on the entire internet to start with, right? And I'm just like our old site. So let me just say, I don't know, Staten Island granite countertops. Okay, let me just grab any old thing. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm here, and what do I want to do? Basically, now, of course, I don't want to say their stuff. I want to say mine. So I'm going to change its stuff out. But take a look. I'm going to copy. Now I could go to the page and I could paste it in, but now I have a problem. It saved all the formatting information. I'm not going to want it to. I want to use my own formatting. So let me go back. And you might think, well, how do I deal with it? The answer is go paste first to your own notepad. Why? Because once you paste to your notepad, it lost all that formatting information. So now, if I copy from my notepad and paste in here, and if it gives you the extra box, just paste in it, hit OK. Then take a look. There. Now it's just capital letters, welcome to, whatever it is, and the rest of it. And there's no formatting. Now you might think, okay, why do I want that? The answer is we're going to use our own formatting. So watch this. First of all, I'm going to kill that. And second of all, welcome to, guess where I'm probably going to make this? How about the website title? And that website title, again, that's the global variable, right? That way it says welcome to us, okay? And again, it's not going to be Joe and Rocco. I'm not actually saying to go and copy other people's stuff because it's not going to work for Google anyway. Okay, it's really not. But, okay, we're on the classic page. I just want to show you where we're at. Now, here it is, nice and simple. And we're thinking, okay, let's, first of all, though, you can tell it's starting to accept formatting rules, and you're thinking, where are they coming from? Typography, they're coming from the typography page. So let me make one more tweak. I really want this to be an H2 tag or an H1 tag. Then I'm going to go deal with my typography. So let me go in here and change something. I'm going to change this from normal, which is paragraph font, really. I'm going to change it to H1, say. Okay. And update and reload, refresh, just to see how it looks. All right, that looks a lot better. Now, where do I go and deal with those typography rules in the first place? I'll show you. Global settings, theme, style, and typography. And when you go, all of the sections are broken out carefully. There's body style stuff, body style, color, and related things. Body style. That's anything from the website main color, whatever it is. And all of these are universal colors. You can move these around and you can move these around together to get exactly whatever color you want. Okay. Then the body background color is here. Body background image. If you want one, you can browse and grab a background image. By the way, how do you tell if you got the right size of an image for anything? Well, start with an image that is the right size. Right-click the image, and you can hit resize. We're not really going to resize it, but we're going to see what the image size is on that resize tab because it'll give us the before. There it is. And then we can actually set a new width, a new height. We can turn the lock on or off, and we can reset the size. We could even just use these. And when you do this, okay, 1000, guess what? You have the choice to create a new image. That way you don't lose the original. You can keep the original and keep your new version that you made smaller, medium, or large, or any size you wanted. Okay? Okay. So there you go. So you can put in images. You can decide whether the image should start at the left top or the right top or middle, bottom, wherever you'd like. You can decide if the image should repeat, if it's supposed to form a sort of tile effect, if it should do it horizontally or vertically, or no repeat. It's up to you. Now, when you get into the coloring, another thing I want to make clear about coloring is you can change any color to transparent. And if you do, even if it shows a black icon like that, transparent will actually mean there's no color information there at all. All right, so the real big thing to keep in mind now is this. When you think about things like your heading tags, you got header 1, header 2, header 3, and then you have your paragraph. In each case, you can choose whatever font you want. You can choose the size of the font. You can choose whether it's bolded or italicized. And the color. So you can do all the combinations you want for heading 1, 2, 3, 4, and paragraph. And other things, content box, background color. If you don't know what they are, change it, go look at the front end, refresh it. and you should be able to see what the changes are. Now, there's your H1, H2, H3 tags in your paragraph. So these are for the theme, and they overwrite whatever would naturally happen inside the pages. So if I did go to the pages, I'll do it in a separate tab. If I do go there, and I just want to change some of these things, when I select heading 1, that's what it's using for the information. It's using whatever is here for heading 1. This line plus this line for the font style, color. That's what it's using here. So no matter how weird it looks here, this is just the default. The real information it uses is from here. Okay? Same thing with the paragraph and everything else. Now you can locally still change things if you want. You can highlight things, you can change the fonts, and so forth. You can do it. But usually for the purpose of running the whole system, you would make those settings here so that every time you say, I want something to be a heading 1 or 2, then you can just do it. And all your pages will follow the same rules. You don't have to remember the rules. You don't have to write them down. You don't have to copy coding from page to page. Just the H1 tag or the H2. Okay. All right. So real quick, if you can't make a change on something particular, like maybe I wanted to make the change here and make this an H2. I mean, it's huge. There's no reason to. But maybe I want to make that the H2. And you'd say, how do I do that? If I go, and unfortunately, it changes the whole paragraph because it sees it all together. So I better back up. Let me just break it. I'll put a line break in there. That way, I got it in isolation. I can make that the H2, and there you go. And now, if I want to back it up, I can try to back it up. Whoops, it didn't work that way. I was going to say I can try to hit the back button and make the change there. All right, so anyway, then I can make that the H2. And I can bring that back. It's not going to work really. So there you go. Let me just highlight the whole thing and make it normal. That would be appropriate. If I just want to bold it or something, if I just want to do a local control, do it with size. That way you can go like that. Okay? And then if you wanted to highlight, again, you can highlight. Okay, so I can update that. And I can check it out on the front page, see how it looks. There you go. So I can continue to tweak as I go. Anyway, there you have it. And so I can make all the changes to typography here. Beyond that, there's more. There's inner pages settings. There's the breadcrumb background color. That's exactly that pink we've been seeing. This right here. Just change it to whatever color you want. Same with everything else. Navigation style, images in the background. In cases where you do want to enable parallax, you can flip it on. So if you have a big enough image in here and it makes sense, then when you enable parallax, it'll allow that so that the image seems to sit still while the rest of the page moves. That whole thing about enabling parallax goes with background images. Okay? And so here you go. There's header settings, service box, sidebar, all the stuff about the heading background color and everything for the sidebar, this color. All of it's completely controllable. The fonts, everything you want. So here you can deal with it and figure out the fonts, the sizes, whether they're bolded or not, everything you want. So there you go. That's the whole thing about typography. Okay. And once you get all your website settings done, then again, from global settings, you can download the entire build. If you hit this, it downloads everything. A domain sheet is used for batch production. You can ignore it, but it will download the general settings tab that's from here, general settings, and the theme settings, everything there. Theme style and color is theme style and typography. Everything from the pages, everything from the sidebar widgets, and everything from the global variables. This is about it. So it's downloading a whole website build for you. Okay, so when you download that thing, it saves it as an Excel file, and you can rename it to whatever you want. I can open it and show you just the general sense of it all. Okay, I could enable editing, and here's how it works. Subdomains list has the name of the theme we're on. Okay, highlight everything and double click to open that up. General settings has all the general settings. Okay. Theme options, theme options. Everything about the entire website is saved on this Excel sheet. Okay. And there you go. So you have all of your information. You don't need to worry about worksheet. That isn't anything. There's nothing on it. You can delete it even. But that way, now that I have that and I give it its own name, what could I do? I know I could import it anytime I want to override all the settings, so I could make a second version of this website. New logos, new images, new print, new colors, new everything. I can, and then download that one and save it with a new name. Then I can import either one of those anytime I want to switch back and forth between the projects I'm working on. Okay? There you go. Finally, if you have multiple themes, the way to switch themes is just to hit activate on the theme you want. Some of you guys have 1 or 2 themes. Some of you have literally 40 or 50 different themes in your theme section. Just hit the activate button for the one you want, and that one goes live. Now when you hit the logo, you'll see all the new information. Things that don't change automatically. If you switch and the logo is still stuck, that means it doesn't know what new logo information to use. So go change the logo on that new theme, and you can do it here. And once you do that and you save it, it should save the logo. Okay. The only other things that it's not going to change, because the idea is that they're different skins, although again, you can save them with different content. That's what the feed files do. The information in the pages does not change when you switch themes. These stay the same pages. Okay. And so how do you get different pages in each case? That's what saving all those feed files do for you. Downloading and saving all these files for all these different templates you have in your panel. Along with the pages, of course, the rest of that kind of static information, the sidebar, that doesn't change. Testimonials, that doesn't change. Module settings, that doesn't change. Okay. But if you save your templates and you save your different things in the panel, then you can switch back and forth. Okay, you can overwrite the pages and so forth. You can save the pages from downloading, and you can save the sidebar information by downloading. Okay, so you can control the website predominantly through those feed forms that you download and upload to switch between them. Okay, that's basically it. The rest of the video series that we have gets a little more technical. It talks about things like bulk exporting and exporting projects. And I'll save that for the other video series that's more advanced. You'll get to that when you're ready. All right, in the meantime, you should understand this panel well. If you have any questions, let us know. Anytime you want to go back and get more tools to work with, you're more than welcome. Come on back to the website. Hit templates, pick up the ones you want. If you want to get us to do work for you, big projects are here. That's the professional services. But if you just need to get templates and you want us to do basic things for you, like change out the images and the colors, maybe change out the content, then just use the order form. It's more simple. Pro services means everything balled up in one. And so they're big, full service items. Order form, that's your mix and match. You get just what you need and nothing you don't. Okay? And the order form goes to the same place that the templates lead you to anyway. So if I go to the order form, it takes me to the order form, and I can do what I want on this form. If, however, I went to templates, it shows me some templates. I'll choose what I want to buy, and then when I hit the order form or the buy now button for that, that takes me to the order form. The only difference is it knows what template I want, so it could pre-fill it right here. Okay? And the rest of it, you can just get what you want as you go down, and you can buy now at the bottom. So everything that you choose to get, it'll just go ahead and tally it up for you, and you can buy it when you're ready, and we'll fulfill your order, and you'll be able to do more. Okay, I hope you found this interesting and that it's answered a lot of questions, and hope you understand the value of the panel in the background. The rest is just internet marketing by and large, learning how to create a PayPal button and put it on your website if you've never done it before, or getting a code snippet from Aweber or GetResponse and putting it on your website if you've never done it before. All that kind of thing. So let us know if you have any questions. Other than that, just get what you need from the order form or the services. Get templates anytime you're ready, and we'll host them up for you, and you'll be good to go. Every domain name you buy and every template you buy, we can couple them onto your panel for you. And you can literally have multiple sites on your panel. And that means that you can offer your services to client after client. And you can make websites for them and you can host them for them. And they'll love it because it's full service that you're doing for them. Or you're doing it for yourself and you're getting several different income streams lined up by creating lots of websites for lots of purposes. Okay, I hope you find this useful. Thank you very much for watching. You should understand your panels clearly now. Okay, take care.